Alright everybody, what's up? Back with another Star Rail video. We have the new Relic effects, so of course we got to make a video on what characters are getting a buff from the new Relic sets. So, as always, they decided to show them in the live stream and then wait like a day or so before actually posting their effects, which is always a choice because I feel like I've said this many times before, if you see something on a live stream and they don't have the info for it, you probably go, oh, okay, new relic set, Honkai Star Rail, Warrior Goddess of Sun and Thunder, and then boom, they just show you the leaked stuff. Like, Hoyo, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Anyway, regardless, this is what they do, right? So we are going to go start with the second one first, because the first one has some funny wording to it. The second one increases your crit damage by 16% for a two-piece, which is actually really good because if you have characters where you don't have like their full relic set built or you have some good pieces, you could probably do like a two-piece crit damage, two-piece crit rate set, and it could probably end up being, pretty good for just whoever you need to throw it on, right? Like my mini Herda just has random pieces thrown on, but she has a good amount of crit rate and crit damage, right? Anyway, the four-piece set, when the wearer is a target of another allied target's ability, gains one stack of health, stacking up to 2 times. When you have 2 stacks, consume all of them, and you increase your attack by 48%, lasting for 1 turn. You do have to use your ultimate, right? So this is mostly just characters who do big damage on their ultimate, right? So, you're probably thinking like Acheron and whatnot, right? This definitely seems like it's going to be a set for Phanon, right? Just because they just like to do this, where they release a relic set. Last time for Hycian, it was really obvious because it was healer memo sprite, and no one could really use that besides, an upcoming healer memo sprite, which happened to be her, right? Now, for the other set, right, two-piece is speed increased by 6%. We have tons of those. You can just slot them on anyone who wants speed. Same one. We got like, what, 2 other relic sets like that. Then the 4-piece, when the wearer and the remember sprite provides healing to ally targets aside from themselves, they gain a stack of gentle rain, which can be triggered once per turn, lasting for 2 turns, right? When the wearer has gentle rain, increase speed by 6%, increase allies crit damage by 15. This effect cannot be stacked, so you only get 1 speed boost and 1 crit damage boost. Imagine if it went to 12% speed and 30 crit damage, that'd be kind of crazy. However, it says when the wearer and their member sprite provides healing, meaning you'd probably think, okay, Hycian is the only one who can use this. Apparently, the wording is wrong, and it's just the English version that has it all weirded oddly. Apparently, in the beta, it actually does work with any healer, right? Which is pretty good information to know. I don't know why Hoyo allowed this to slip through, because this changes this drastically, like actually drastically, right? So let's hop over to the little like tier list thing we got going on here. Let me resize it so it actually looks somewhat nice. Okay, so we have the relic set, right? The top one, let's just do this right now. Hycian is going to be using this one 100%. And then someone who uses their ultimate to attack will be someone like Acheron. That way we know which one is which, right? Now, the characters that are going to go in kind of works with, more than likely you're not going to use the spell stick with them. But if you are a new player, or you just have bad rolls, or you get them late and you have good rolls on this relic set, they could probably use like the 2-piece or maybe even the 4-piece. Not to the best usage, but they can still kind of use it, right? Also, I'm gonna put Phanon down right here because I really do think this is his set. Like, that's just how they've been doing it recently, right? So for the first set, it is pretty much going to be every single healer in the game is probably going to use this. This allows your healer to not only get speed that they want. I know you probably can't see it. Just bear with me while I grab every single healer in the game. Pretty much what this does is allows them to act more often, aka get more heals off, plus it provides a support in giving them crit damage to the entire team, which is pretty damn nice, right? Is there any other healer I am missing real quick? It doesn't look like it. We got Natasha, we got Lynx, we got Bailu, Luocha, Gallagher, Ho-Ho, Linksha. I think that's all the actual healers. And now for a character who can kind of use it, Fujuan technically can get it on her ultimate, right? But you're probably not going to run it because you'd have to ult every single time, right? But she does heal, right? I'm pretty sure every single healer is going to use this. Unless you have like really good pieces on your other sets that you're using for your healers and you just don't get anything good on these new sets. But giving crit damage and speed is really, really nice. I can't wait to farm all of this, right? For break characters like Gallagher and Linksha, you're probably still going to use break stuff for the most part, but when you run them with a crit damage DPS, you're probably going to want to switch over. Cross my fingers that they drop relic loadouts, please, because oh my lord, having to switch every single time, I think I might just switch. I can speak. I might just stick with the break effect set just because, good lord, I don't want to switch every single time. Now, on to the whole crit damage ult stuff, right? Pretty much every character that has their ult as their main source of damage, like Fei Zhao is going to want this. Where Argenti's gonna want this, Acheron's gonna want this, right? Yun Li's gonna want this. These are the main four. Now, this is a bit of a reach, right? Because all these other characters technically do damage on their ult, but their source of damage is through other means, right? They can still technically use the two-piece, so I guess by technicality we do kind of have to put everybody here. Yanqing actually can take advantage of that, so we'll put him there. Even though Yanqing is like kind of just not it. He kind of sucks. It is what it is. You know, we will put him up there, right? Am I missing anybody, really? Realistically? You're not going to run with like Agli and stuff, obviously, because they need other stats. But anyone who's a crit rate, crit damage, DPS, Serval actually goes up here too. We'll put Mini Herta here as well. Why not? You know, Arlen could probably also use it. Don, you guys get the point, right? Pretty much just the two-piece. If the two-piece works and you don't have anything better, you just run the two-piece, right? The main characters who are actually getting like the actual buff are these characters right here, right? Obviously, if you have better roles in your other sets, just keep using those until you get something similar, right? Otherwise, it's kind of a waste, right? But this set is actually really easy to proc. It pretty much just needs someone like Sunday, Tingyun, even a healer like Quovo, because they're targeting a character, right? As long as you pop the ability and it shows your team and you have like a little circle on your character, it will proc because you have to select your character right there, right? Which is pretty nice. We'll have to see the actual calcs once we like get our hands on this in game to see how much of a damage increase it is. But other than that, you know, it's pretty much it, right? The first set, though, I can't believe they allowed that. Like, bro, like, when the wear and the Memo Sprite provides healing. You would think that it says when the wear and their Memo Sprite, you'd be like, okay, it's only for Hyacinth, which, by the way, would be insanely shit. I'm not gonna lie. Having it for only one character is crazy. The fact that they did that with the Planet Ornament set is insane to me. Why make one set for only one character? We are not going to get that many Remembrance healers. Probably, like, I was assuming maybe a 4-star would come out, right? You know, funny jokes, 4 stars in a Hoyo game. Or, sorry, not Hoyo game, in Starro, right? But for only one character seems like such a waste. So the fact that they worded it like this and didn't double check that it works for everybody is really nice. Now, if for some reason they fix it, I'll have like a comment or something on this video. There'll probably be a bunch of outrage, right? Because this set is really good, but limiting it to only one character is super lame. Anyway, that's it for the video. This is the list. Even though this one right here is like mad copium, I guess, right? But anyway, let me know in the comments which characters you're going to be grinding these sets for. Are you going to skip them and just use your old stuff? Let me know in the comments, and of course, I will catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.